Kilby is the new head of household, but could this week's Lindor Sampler change the course of the game and his nominations? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 30 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Kilby is the head of household in a double eviction week. Who will he nominate for eviction? We'll find out tomorrow. And what will happen in the Lindor Sampler? We'll find out shortly. But first, I will start off by saying that it was a very quiet day yesterday in the Big Brother Cheesecake house, but that's also to be expected given it was the day after a huge marathon 24-hour endurance competition. But it did get spicy in the second half of the day with some interesting things that happened. So first of all, Kilby, I'm sorry I do not have your head of household bedroom ready yet. I'm still waiting on somebody to send me a video, so hopefully that will be in tomorrow's episode. In addition, I meant to... Did I take a screenshot of it? I hope I did. No, I did not take a screenshot of it. Okay, so Kat in the... I think it was in the Big Brother Cheesecake org Facebook group, when I posted yesterday's episode, this is Kat from Big Brother Cheesecake 4 and 5, she had a very interesting comment. Hi, it's me, Kat. Do you miss me? Whomever talks to the alumni who desperately can't let go of the game the least, be careful who you talk to, active kids, because it's getting passed around. Interesting that she said that. So apparently she claims that somebody who's talking to the alumni, what they're saying is allegedly going around, and that the alumni should let go of the game. I think that's what she said. What she said doesn't really make sense grammatically. Whomever talks to the alumni who desperately can't let go of the game the least, question mark. So that sentence is, of course, grammatically incorrect. Not surprised from Kat. Be careful who you talk to, active kids, because it's getting passed around. Yeah, she's deducing that the alumni is trying to influence the game. There is always an element of outside support, positive and negative, even in season 1, because Big Brother is happening live. Episodes are airing live as we go, and unlike the real Big Brother where the house gets sequestered, the 16 of you, or 12 of you now, you're all living your lives outside of the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and you're just coming into play, on your phone. So I don't know if Kat has any specific examples of crazy over crossing the line incidents of alumni helping house guests, then by all means let me know. But I can't really say or do anything based on that statement, which, don't get me wrong, was spicy and juicy, and it definitely led to some interesting, alumni chats in some of the alumni groups that I'm in. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so... Tom, who I kicked him out of the Facebook group chat before he woke up, he obviously wasn't very happy that he was voted out. He wasn't, bitter or, pissed, but he wasn't thrilled, and he sent this video.
No IHOP for you, Inquisitor Andrew. Getting me voted out. Peace out.
Tom, that's not nice. It's not my fault that you were evicted. I didn't do anything. So, I want to have IHOP. It's very rude. But I am going to go to IHOP again. I believe it's... I want to make sure I have the date right. That's the first. This is thing 6, 5, 12. Friday, August 19th is my next scheduled IHOP visit. And yes, I schedule all of my restaurants well in advance because I am crazy and I like to plan ahead everything. I'm a super duper planner. There's no, I have Big Brother Cheesecake planned up to and including season 10 is already completely done. Competitions, themes, twists, it's all done, ready to go. So besides the cast, but which that's the hardest piece of the puzzle. That's the worst part of its casting. But anyway, yeah. So how dare you, Tom? Tom also posted this to haunt the 12 of you.
There's some crazy apples here.
You know, I don't know why, but when Tom first posted the chocolate caramel apples video, it was kind of weird, and I think because he was head of household, it was cryptic, and everybody kind of thought it was strange. But now that he's posting it again as sort of a haha, look where I am, you know, maybe this was my downfall, but it was fun. Here, have some apples, you know, let them haunt you. Now it's kind of funny and amusing. So, yeah. Okay, I forgot yesterday, and nobody reminded me, which is interesting, but I forgot yesterday to announce the number of active Alliance chats. So I believe we started at 7 week 1, I believe. I believe it was 7. Of course, I can't find it now. We'll say 7. I lost it. Where the hell did I put it? 7. Okay, for some reason I can't find it. I believe it was 7, then we went down to 6, and it went back up to 7 when an alliance sort of reformed last week after realizing that they were the ones that, you know, went away. So, let me check the number of active alliance chats. You're getting a live count, people. Very exciting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll count that one. It just barely. When did they last message each other? 7, and there's one that last messaged each other on Monday, which now it's Thursday when this airs, so that one is on the fence. But 7 plus 1, so at least one got created in the last 7 days since my last update. Also, the Willy Wonka vote was interesting. We went from, now of course, here we go. Okay, we went from 8 to 24 to 27 to 38, and we lost 4 this week. We went down to 34, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. So 34 people voted. Willy Wonka has been notified. And Willy Wonka, you have until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to privately message me the name of a 4th nominee with the reason why. And you must also include, and I'll message you this, 1, 2, and 3 backups or alternates in case the head of household happens to take 1, 2, or all 3 of your first choices. So you need 4 choices. Nobody will ever know who the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th choice is. And I'm going to forget at the end of the season. I'm not even writing it down. So, yeah. So you need your first choice followed by 2nd, 3rd, and 4th just in case the head of household takes it. What's going to happen with Tom's Monopoly pieces that he obviously lost when he was evicted? Tom had the dark blue color set, Monopoly, Boardwalk and Park Place, and he had the railroads, which some people say is important. I say it's not important, but he had that too. As per the rules of Big Brother Cheesecake, and this has been the case since it was in season 1 and 6. It was the reverse in 2 through 5, but pretty much the same. Tom gets to bequeath one of the 2 color sets to the house guest of his choice. The other color set, the second one, will go to the winner of the Topaz Power Veto competition that will air on Sunday. So yeah. Season 2 through 5, it went to the next veto winner, and if the person had a second one, then that one was bequeathed. Seasons 1 and 6, and now 7, the first one Tom gets to bequeath to the house guest of his choice, and then the second one will go to the veto winner. I switched it because people were targeting Curtis in All Stars and in Season 4 because he had a lot of Monopoly sets. And I don't like that that's a reason to target somebody because they have Monopoly pieces. I understand if they have real big powers and advantages in the game, but because somebody has a Park Place and Boardwalk, we're going to try to vote them out. Like, that annoys me. So, yeah, so that's why it kind of switched itself back. Okay, now, before we get to the Lindor Sampler, last thing that I completely forgot. One house guest today, or yesterday, sent me a video to add wedges to the wheel. Take a look.
This cookie right here is my favorite. Because any cookie that's directly in front of me is my favorite cookie.
So Kilby has added 3 wedges to the wheel. I love that video that he says, any cookie in front of me is a good cookie. I don't know if I would agree with that. I gotta admit, I don't get the love for Oreo. Never been an Oreo fan. It tastes like dirt to me. I don't like it. Even Oreo McFlurry, like, no. Also, the President's Choice Decadent Chocolate Chunky Chip or whatever the hell, the PC one that's been around for a million years. I'm not a fan of just the pre-packaged factory-made cookies in general. I think the Chewy Chips Ahoy and there's another one. There's another one that's Chewy. I think President's Choice makes the filled one. There is a President's Choice filled, like chocolate chip cookie with like a filling in it. That one's okay. But generally speaking, if I'm at a grocery store, I'm going to their bakery department and getting the bigger, fresher cookies rather than the packaged ones. But anyway, okay. So before we get to the Lindor Sampler, I can reveal, interesting situation. All 8 of the house guests have at least, that are remaining on the wheel, have at least 2 wedges. Let's go through them quickly before we begin, because this could take a while for me to describe. Okay. So, why is this not centered? Okay, no. Okay. So, Callum has 2. He added 1 earlier this week. Owen has 4 that he's had since, Lincoln was shot. Javier has 2. The other one's on the other side. Kilby has 4 now. There's 3 others coming. Brooke also has 3 that she's had since the friggin' Sir Thomas More put the things on the church when he hammered the Magna Carta onto the church or something. No, that was Martin Luther. Yeah, he posted the Lutheran thing, right? I don't freaking remember. There's nobody hot on Jeopardy lately, so I start losing attention during Jeopardy. Anyway, G is Bridget. She has 2. Kennedy has 2. She added 1 earlier this week. Michael still has his 4. That's the Michael-Owen sandwich, where Owen is being topped and bottomed by Michael. Remember, the brown is the OG wedge, so that's Owen's OG wedge, the original one that you all got. That's Michael's. Kennedy's OG. Kilby's next to one he added. Javier, Callum, Brooke, her 4th one, and Bridget. What's interesting, though, everybody has at least 2, and we are going twice because it's a double eviction week. And in case there's any conspiracy theorists out there, this was planned before the season, that on the double eviction week. It always is the case, I think, since, I can't remember for season 2, but I'm pretty sure for season 3 and onward, a double eviction we did too. So, yeah. But what's interesting is, of the 8 people, only 7 said yes. There was 1 person who declined. They were just afraid of the poo brown, and so they said no. So even though they have at least 2 wedges on the wheel, they said no. Okay, is everybody ready? It's time to get to the Lindor Sampler. This is so exciting. Here we go. Brooke is like begging for this bloody thing to land on her. Here we go. Spin number 1. It was a big spin. It landed on Michael. Finally has landed on one of the ones he added. So Brooke is so mad. Okay, so Michael, you have said yes. This is funny. Wait till I explain this. You have said yes to sea salt. And in case you're wondering, 2 other people said sea salt. Kilby said sea salt, and Brooke said sea salt. So if I land on Kilby or Brooke the second time around, they will have to wait till next week, and I will spin again. And that wheel, I bet you, is going to land on Brooke the second time around. But anyway, you can't write this stuff. So Michael said sea salt. And here we go. Okay, so exciting, so exciting. Said sea salt. And okay. Here we go. So exciting. I can't even open it, I'm so excited. Very subtle sea salt, which is good. You don't want to, put it in your mouth and it tastes like salt and vinegar or Pringles. Yes. The sea salt. It's like, it reminds me of the sea. I'm going on a cruise September 1st, my first cruise in 3 years because of stupid COVID. Can't wait to be on the water, on a floating buffet. So much food. And the sea salt, it provides a nice contrast. It reminds me of the sea, which means it is good! Congratulations, Michael! Now, let's see what you won. Ooh, the Diamond Power Veto. So, the Diamond Power Veto, which now Kilby and Brooke are pissed. The Diamond Power Veto, pay attention because it works a little bit differently in Cheesecake. It was won and used successfully by Angela in Season 1 to evict Adam, who she put up as her replacement nominee. Season 2, Rhonda had it, she could not play it. Caitlin had it. Season 3, she didn't play it. Season 4 was Lindsay, she did not play it. All-Stars was Jonathan, who successfully evicted, or put up and evicted Joanne. And then Season 6, I can say now because everybody knows, Brooke had this in Season 6. She was like, I want it again! But yeah, Brooke had this in Season 6. She did not get a chance to play it. The next time, Michael, you win the Golden Power Veto, it is upgraded to a Diamond Power Veto, and you, not the head of household, get to name a replacement nominee should you win the Golden Power Veto. So you cannot just use this willy-nilly and say, I'm going to use my Diamond Power Veto, take you off, and I'm doing whatever I want. No. You have to win a Golden Power Veto competition, and that Golden Power Veto that you win is upgraded to Diamond, and then you can name the replacement nominee. And because this is a double eviction week, we are playing for the Topaz Power Veto, which means there is no replacement nominee this week, so you can't use it this week. But you can use it any week up to and including the week of the final 6. Okay, congratulations, Michael. But it's not over! It's time to spin the wheel once again! Part 2! So exciting. So exciting. Okay, now we're gonna land on Brooke. Watch! Now it's gonna land on Brooke. She's gonna be so mad. Okay, here we go. Spin number 2 is... Number 2. Landing on... No, we're going to Bridget. G for Jit. Or... Gidget? Gadget? Bridget. Anyway, so again, Brooke just... You lose either way. Either you don't get landed on, or you get landed on when it doesn't count. But anyway, Bridget gets picked. And... Bridget has also said yes, so the person who said no got lucky. Bridget has selected... Milk! There we go. Okay. Here we go. So... get to eat 2 this week. I'm so excited. You know, it's very good. There's been some really outstanding flavors this season. Red velvet, dulce de leche, mint. And even though these were selected at random, I gotta say, milk, which is kind of the OG Lindor, it's kind of boring. It's kind of basic. And I'm sorry, Bridget, this is something bad. No, Bridget! Why? Now, Bridget, we know it's something bad. It's a 50-50 chance that it's the Pooh Brown Power Veto. We do not want the Pooh Brown Power Veto. We want anything but the Pooh. Today, you want to take Imodium and get constipation because you don't want the Pooh. All right, here we go. And no! Bridget! Why? Oh. And you were doing so well this season so far. So Bridget, you have the Pooh Brown Power Veto. Here's how this works. In one of the next 4 weeks, so week 5, 6, 7, or 8, you must use the Pooh Brown Power Veto to save one of the 3 nominees post-veto ceremony. And you are the replacement nominee. No other power or privilege or benefit or anything can save you. The only way to save yourself is by winning in the eviction vote next to the people that you sit yourself next to. Chris got this in season 2. He succumbed to it. Jonathan in season 3 succumbed to it. Curtis in season 4 succumbed to it. But Nicole in season 3, host of Extra Whip, she beat it. She sat herself next to Charlene and she survived. Season 5 was Rhonda, who sat herself next to, I believe, Aton. No, it was the week after. It was Brazil. And then Brazil was voted out and came back in that week. Yes. And then I think that's right. And then in season 6, that one doesn't count because Kaylee got it, but she was evicted before she played it, which I thought was a bad move at the time, but the people who organized that ended up winning the season, so what do I know? But yeah. So of the times when it was used, it has a 40% survival rate. But what's interesting is the 3 guys who had it were evicted, and the 2 girls, Nicole and Rhonda, survived. So you have stats on your side, but this kind of sucks. I'm so sorry. Okay, with that said, who will Kilby nominate for eviction? Find out tomorrow, and we'll find out who Willy Wonka nominated as the 4th nominee. And we'll pick players for the Topaz Power Veto competition, which is a very difficult competition, just letting you know in advance. Saturday is Extra Whip, where Tom has confirmed he will join Brazil, Nicole, and I to dish the dirt, and he will bequeath one of his color sets to the house guest of his choice. Sunday is the Topaz Power Veto competition. Monday, the Topaz Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 3 nominees play their case, and Wednesday is the next live double eviction and head of household competition, where not 1 but 2 house guests will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house, get a tummy ache from eating too much chocolate, and lose their shot at the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and remember, what's the caramel secret? They put caramel inside the chocolate bar. Duh! Good night.